back in the California Adventure theme park, which is right opposite Disneyland in Anaheim. This time I'm filming in 4K on the Panasonic Lumix LX100. Now at the entrance to the Paradise Pier. It's not a real pier, but does give the appearance of a super-sized pier, complete with giant Ferris wheel and roller coaster. This particular roller coaster has been called the California Screamin. It starts with a horizontal acceleration straight into an incline and then follows the track around.
That's pretty fun.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Unless that girl does look...
And away you go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
It looks just like a wooden roller coaster, but it's actually made of steel and cleverly made to look the way it does. It's quite a long coaster track. I believe it has 2 inclines and possibly 4 lots of trains active. I could be wrong. The water here is also part of the nighttime Extravaganza World of Colour, which is thousands of variable jets of water, lighting, back projections, lasers and more, which we'll see a little later tonight. We're now looking at the other side of the Mickey's Fun Wheel. This may have been called the Star Wheel originally and has been through an overhaul with other parts of the park. Carriages have been given traditional Walt Disney characters and a rather large mouse on the other side. This is not by any means a normal Ferris wheel. There are several normal types of carriages that, to all intents and purposes, keep it a regular wheel. But right in between you can see there are elongated tracks that when the cars get to a certain point in the rotation they start to slide forward, giving the feeling that it's not going to stop and come off the runners. Unfortunately, the ride isn't operating at the moment, as from time to time various rides and attractions have to go through an overhaul. There's the other side of Mickey's Fun Wheel and the California Screamin coaster behind, giving the appearance that he's actually on a pier. However, behind all that is dry land and no more water. Still impressive all the same though. This is part of the Bugs Land themed area, and it's home to the 3D attraction It's Tough to Be a Bug, which an identical one can also be found at the root of the Tree of Life in Walt Disney World Animal Kingdom in Florida. And here's another themed area, this time it's Cars Land, which has been taken from the Disney set of animations. Radiator Springs is the equivalent of Test Track at Epcot, only with a different feel. And this one ends on 2 tracks racing another vehicle. Now, can you believe this? Have you ever seen anything like it? Tractors doing a country-style dance. And they're not just going in circles either, they are actually crossing over each other. It's a version of the fairground whip, only on a more gentler level. And if you think this is different, wait till you see the next one. Still in Cars Land, these vehicles appear to be doing some sort of line dancing, and at some points they actually do it in sequence. I can't see any tracks, so I'm just guessing that there's some sort of magnets about, or electromagnetism of sorts. Now at the entrance at night, which looks virtually the same as the Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World, and the only real difference I can see is the name of the park, but maybe there are other changes. Even though it's not actually operating, it still lights up and becomes part of the nighttime illuminations, especially around the pier area. I'm unsure as to how this works, but apparently there is a game happening right here and now where you can download an app and play a game using the thumb wheel. So I think something is happening with the lighting that works with the app, but I'm really unsure how that works. Almost time for the nighttime performance World of Colour wall to show. And here it is now, the Walt Disney World of Colour. And there's the wheel going back to its default lighting colours, which the whole thing has been running via computer, the whole show and everything. Thank you very much for watching. Do check out my channel for similar uploads and don't forget to subscribe. Also, I'll put a link to the Full World of Colour show right at the end. See you all very soon on YouTube.